Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to be taking apart a hook switch on a vintage Western Electric phone. So to get started, I recommend having a nice, clean, or easy to see surface in case you drop parts, because it will happen. And then just trying to get as much out of your way as possible. So as you can see, I've already removed all the other components of this phone, and the last thing remaining is the hook switch. So I'm going to loosen these two flathead screws that hold the hook switch in place, and then you'll see it all sort of fall apart, and then I'll do my best to sort of reconstruct it on camera, or not reconstruct it, but just lay it out so you can see which layers are which. This whole phone is very rusty, which is the reason why I'm disassembling it. I'm going to be taking it completely apart and repainting it and rechroming things so it's going to last longer. So now we've got both screws sort of loosened. And as you can see, this is an older style hook switch that has cloth wires instead of colorized wires. I'll still be able to identify which ones are which though on a normal newer switch that has plastic. So I put both of the screws just over there off to the side, and maybe I should just leave one partially in so it won't completely blow up. I've done this a few times now, so it gets a bit easier. So first we have the plate that holds it on. Then we have an isolator. These isolators are pretty much placed between each contact. And I remember on the newer type switch hooks, they're placed pretty much every other, or they're not placed every other, but I mean, sometimes they would have two contacts in some spots versus others. So we'll see if this one's the same. I'm also just removing these plastic switch pieces. How you can tell which is the top or the bottom? Well, an easy way is just looking at the dust, on mine at least. But also there's some printing on the top side. The bottom side looks more plain. So this is how it actually goes in. Then we have the blue isolator piece. So this basically holds it in, holds the switch contacts in place. And again, it goes like this. So now we can see it's starting to blow up. So first wire to come out. So each wire is on its own plate, which you can see there. And then you have each switch contact. So this one is LK. And I'm just going to do my best to lay it all out. And these pointed parts will always be facing towards whichever moving switch, so it makes better contact. So the first wire that would come out is LK. I'm gonna see if I can remove it without causing too much destruction. If it's not going to come out though, I just recommend to leave all the wires in place. Then we have another isolator. So we have to keep in mind that the wire went right here before the actual contact plate came out. Also, there's a rubber isolator piece that goes over the top of the screws. So that's another thing So then this plate is connected to the yellow wire. So the first one that came off is the slate colored wire. This one's the yellow wire. Depending on the phone, they're used for different purposes. Now here we have this middle contact for the swing set. So this one has points on either side and it's shaped a bit weird. Then we have another plate. Then we have the brown wire. This, for 1A2 phones, since this is a call director, brown wire passes ground from the yellow to activate line cards. And the slate wire is for speakerphone. So now I'm going to try and back off the screw a bit more and pull out the rubber isolator. So here's one of the rubber isolating tubes. Those just go over the screws to protect it from shorting. Now I'm going to pull out the other one as well. So just make it a bit easier as we keep going along. Oh, but now they're all going to flip-flop. So here's the brown wire contact. Then here is the brown switch hook plate or switch contact. You can see so far, oh, but here's where I'm going to be wrong. I was going to say so far there haven't been any doubled up plates. But here we have two. So that's in between points because these are one switch. Then this is an isolator between that. Then here we have either green or white. It looks like this is the white wire. Then this is that one's switch contact. Another isolating plate. Then another, the next plate I just took off is green. Then we have that one switch. And looks like they did the pattern again of having doubled up isolator plates. Because green and white simply short together to provide either tip or ring to the network. Then this next one is either red or black. Looks like it's red. And then next switch hook contact. Then another isolator plate. And then black. And then black's swing contact. And now that's it. They have 3 more isolator plates, which I'll dump out here, so that 3 more go on the end, spacing that first contact from the base plate. So then I'll pull out all the wires and arrange them how they'd be in this arrangement here. Now you can see the switch hook's completely out. Putting the 2 isolator tubes over with the screws. So A1, I'm just gonna lay these all out so I can see. So this is red and black. So red went right here. Black went right here. And pretty much the wires just go right onto the switch that they're with. And then A1 is for this. This one here is green, or would normally be green, but in my case it looks brownish. And then here we have the main A lead, so this one would be brown in most cases, but in mine it looks slate. And then here is the white wire. And then here we have LK. So here we have completely disassembled hook switch. As you can see, threaded plate, isolator, slate wire, this plate, another isolator, yellow wire, this switch contact, isolator plate, then the brown wire, this switch contact, 2 isolator plates, then the white wire, the main switch hook contact, isolator plate, green wire, and these ones might be wrong, I'm not sure since the colors are mixed up. Then the next switch plate, another 2, red wire, its switch contact, and then the black and its switch, and then we have 3. So you can see they just sort of did 2 here, and then 3 here, and then 1 in between all the rest. Also, another helpful hint is some of them are identical. So this one's completely unique, I think. Yeah, that one looks completely unique to me because it's a swing set and none of the other ones are. So if you get them mixed up, or if you're replacing a certain switch contact with another one, this one is unique for the yellow wire. So that one has to be replaced with another switch contact that's identical. This one here is also unique because it's on the end, so it has a notch cut out in the middle. This one and this one here are identical. You can see as far as functionality goes, they're both look the same, both are the same as far as I know. Then this one here, again, appears to be different. It would be identical to the one on the end, except for the notch. Because basically this extra cut here is for more flexibility. And then these ones here are also, so I guess the only ones that are identical are these 2. The rest of them all are different. This one here looks the same as this contact, but this one had extra points soldered onto it, so it'd make better contact on either side of the switch. Also, another thing, I'm just gonna continue ranting on until I feel satisfied with the level of information I've recorded. Another thing is, for the switch hook, when the handset is resting, these two are shorted together, these two are open, these two are shorted together, and these two are open. And then when you lift it, these two short, these two open, these two short, and these two open. I'll try and make another video, or perhaps I'll just put it on to the end of this one eventually, of when I'm reassembling this hook switch, so that you can get a better idea of how to best do that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, and be sure to check out my other videos on my channel.